warning before you listen. This epic is not for children, nor for the faint of heart. We retell the ancient Greek myths as they were born, unfiltered, unsoftened. Scenes of violence, curses, betrayals, and a hunger for power that shows no mercy. Given the many conflicting versions of the Titan War, the events have been rebuilt to complete the missing pieces. Here, we tell the myth as it was meant to be told. Sources and references are listed in the episode description. Chapter 85. The ocean bleeds when the sea is wounded. Poseidon, alone, before the ancient flood. It wasn't the waves that parted. It was the sea itself, as if the deep had grown ashamed of its stillness and decided to rise, to pave the way for his steps. Poseidon emerged, alone. No soldiers, no ships, no curses trailing behind. Only a body carved from ancient salt and eyes holding more weight than the cosmos should ever bear. He stood, and the ocean seemed to turn around, to face him. Every enemy stilled, breaths caught, eyes widened, and for a single suspended moment they all believed they might fall before a single blow was struck. The aura around his body wasn't light, wasn't fire, but something denser. Like water condensed into wrath, like annihilation made flesh. Silence reigned. Then one of Thaumas's soldiers whispered, his voice trembling. "He's alone, but I see more than one sea behind him." Another tried to speak, not to calm the other, but to lie to his own fear. Maybe it isn't him. Maybe we're still dreaming. But the dream shattered when Poseidon took a single step.
The horizon shivered, the tides recoiled, the ebb held its breath, and the land beneath cracked itself open to adapt. Perses appeared, stepping beside Thaumas as if the two were about to cut the ribbon on the end of the world. But their hearts beat in ways they'd never known before. Perses finally broke the silence. "You returned, but no one came with you," Poseidon replied, his voice like the sea losing its patience. "When I stand here, the ocean needs no one else." Then he raised his trident, not a weapon the world had ever seen, but something that looked as if water had shaped itself to be wielded by him. Its name was not a name, but a curse. The Trident of Poseidon, quake of the deep. When it touched water, the oceans wept. When it struck land, continents split from within. He plunged it into a single wave, and the sea tore apart, as if its own heart had been ripped open. A sound escaped, not a scream, not a roar, something unwritable, unspeakable, the kind of sound you feel in your ribs before you hear it. Some soldiers stumbled back in instinct. One dropped to his knees. Another shouted, "The tide, it bows to him." The air collapsed. Thaumas clenched his fists, speaking like a ghost from his own past. "You won't finish what you started." Perses pointed with a trembling finger. "This is your end, but we'll make it slow." Poseidon didn't respond. He roared, a roar that summoned the waves from their grave, a roar not of threat, but of judgment. "You will fall, not because I am stronger, but because the ocean does not forgive those who poisoned it." He pointed toward the front battalion, and the sea ignited beneath them, swallowed them whole, as if the ocean had risen in vengeance. Blood surged, bodies torn, and the waves returned to their original color, a color only seen when the sea is truly enraged.
Only then did the end begin. This chapter of the epic has come to an end, but remember, what you've just heard is not a record of facts, but the echo of a myth, a story born from the imagination of the ancients, etched into the long memory of humankind. If this tale stirred something in you, if it opened a door to reflection or wonder, don't forget to support the channel and share the journey with those you love. And in the comments, tell us, which moment in this chapter struck you the most and why? We'll meet again in the next chapter of this audio odyssey through time. Until then, farewell.